Welcome back everyone to some more World of Tanks, and in this replay we have Feel Me Regu. Maybe, I don't know. In the Sheridan, top of the tree, tier 10, American light tank going with vents, gun rammer, and vert stabs going with that maximum damage build over here, which is kind of what you need to do. The Sheridan, definitely not the sneakiest of light tanks, actually the worst in terms of camo rating at tier 10, with around 40, maybe 15% of base camo, which is awful. It's like in the middle of the mediums, I'd say, at tier 10. But in terms of damage, output, it's incredible. It's first on DPM. It's if you use the small gun, it's absolutely amazing. Hopefully you'll see how amazing it is on this replay, right? So, Feel Me is going to... That's not Feel Me? I'm gonna call him Feel Me, okay. You'll just have to deal with it. On cliffs, south spawn, trying to contest the hill, and like the title of the video suggests, yeah, going to show you exactly how you dominate the hill. Unfortunately getting hit by the grill right at the start, losing both the engine and the track, but luckily having a larger packet to repair both of those. There we go, up in the hill. Now, you can just use the lovely gun, the awesome DPM, shoot down into the enemy team, and there we go, 450 damage into the 50M right at the start. Okay. Why did I want to feature the Sheridan? Well, it's because it's top of the tree right now. Previous video was the WZ111 5A, if you're interested in seeing that one, which is the second vehicle that is top of the tree at the moment. So, yeah, if you want to get this vehicle, the entire line is going to be discounted. You can get more XP, more crew XP. It'll be easier to grind through that line at the moment, so if you feel like this is kind of like your light tank, maybe your type of vehicle, you can go and get that right now for a discount for the next 2-3 weeks-ish. But here we go, once again, into the side of the 50M, using those lovely APCR rounds, 236 pin. Kind of underwhelming, but the 1200 shell velocity is delicious. 280 heat pen, not the best in terms of penetration. But I mean, do you really need a lot of pen with your light tanks? They're mostly used for flanking, shooting the sides, shooting the rear of vehicles, and not really engaging the enemies frontally, right? Okay. So, Feel Me, just doing what you should do, pushing up on the hill, trying to take that cheeky position at the start, use the bush over here. That's one of my favorite positions on this map with the light tank. A lot of times, people won't really see you, like even if they just sit down over towards this area. Right, there we go, where the Super Conqueror is, down towards the south around the corner. They can't really see you until you fire. And if you fall back behind the bush and fire, like Feel Me is doing right here, you won't even get spotted. And there we go. This time not actually pulling behind the bush, thinking that the camo is enough, setting the Super Conqueror on fire. My goodness, can't get another shell in. Just look at the relay, look at the damage. It's absolutely crazy. It's absolutely a crazy vehicle in terms of the DPM. Trying to get one blind, maybe. Did that one hit? I think it did. I think it actually hit the Super Conqueror. I'll have to check post-game stats to see if it actually did hit and pen. But Feel Me just going up on the hill, shooting everything from over here, trying to find the right angle, right? The most difficult thing on this area is to find the gun depression and not be too aggressive, you know? There we go, trying to catch the Manticore. Cupola sniping, can't get it, unfortunately. That could have been a lovely kill shot on the very dangerous tier 10 British light tank, the Manticore. To go for a blind. We will see at the end of the game if that hit. He actually went outside of the sniper mode, so we could not tell. Just trying to blind fire towards the bushes in the north, seeing if they can find the Super Conqueror. But there we go, E3 spot in the middle, one of the most heavily armored tank destroyers at tier 10. And just can't find the shot into the side of the E3. If he had heat loaded in, would have easily gone through the side of the E3 at that angle, but because it's APCR, it does have a higher chance of bouncing if the angle is not optimal, right? So, had to wait with this one. Unfortunately got spotted. I mean, without a bush in the way. Yeah, and like I said at the start of this video, the Sheridan definitely... Oh my goodness, how did that one not go through? Probably hit the gun mantle or something at the front. But yeah, Sheridan, like I said, camo rating, pretty awful. Kind of like mid medium, like in the middle of the pack with all of the tier 10 mediums. Worst of all light tanks. First on DPM though, and so far 2000 damage, maybe even more. We don't know yet. But yeah, Feel Me is going to show you exactly how deadly this Sheridan can be. Trying to find this E3. Yeah, you can't really pen, even though it's green. It's going to be very difficult to go through the front of the E3 with only 280mm of heat pen. You need to find the side, you need to find the rear of that vehicle. Actually fight it when it's in front of you into the lower plate, right? Because of the angle, it's going to be extremely difficult to go through that E3. But the E50M is a different thing. Into the sidearm, and that one didn't go through. I guess it just dipped down into the tracks, and the tracks absorbed most of the penetration or something. That I guess. I mean, I don't see anything else that could have happened here. So, how do heat rounds work in terms of the tracks? It's like, it hits the tracks and immediately explodes, right? So it needs to explode and penetrate through the track. It loses penetration the wider the track is. So if you have a wide, very healthy track, it will absorb a lot of heat rounds. If you have side skirts on your vehicle, those will absorb heat rounds very nicely as well. So something you need to watch out for is if you shoot the side of a vehicle trying to go for track damage, you need to fire AP or APCR, because heat is going to just struggle to go through that, because it's extra armor pretty much. It's an extra chunky bit of space that the heat can't penetrate really. But if you shoot the top part like you just did over here against that E3, it's easily going to go through. There you go, trying to go trying to hit the side of the E50M, hitting the top part right over the tracks, the hull strap over there, exactly as you should. This is kind of being a little too cheeky for going forwards before the... Okay, trying to catch the grill with the blind, actually hitting the grill outside of the render range. You can actually use this line kind of showing you where you're aiming to hit the grill at the back. There we go. Going for another blind shot, but the Super Conquerors are pushing through the east. It's 3 Super Conquerors on the enemy team. That is a deadly trio. But Feel Me is going to show you who's more deadly, right? 3 Super Conquerors or 1 Sheridan? We'll see in just a second. Yeah, you will get spotted though. Feel Me, you do need to watch out. You don't have the camera, like I said. Use the bush. Shooting the top part of the Super Conqueror. Because he's shooting it down onto the Super Conqueror, it makes that upper plate flat, easy penetration, especially with heat rounds. So, I don't think you should actually fire heat rounds over here, maybe save them for later, but just want to go through. There we go, Super Conqueror actually goes on the rock to optimize his angling, but yeah, the heat will just go through easily. Through the turret, there we go, through the hull. It's just easy pens right now. The Super Conqueror is getting farmed by this DPM monster, right? The Sheridan is absolutely ridiculous in terms of DPM. One more shell into the top part of the Super Conqueror to finish them off. Easy peasy. And from a very healthy Super Conqueror in a very good position, right? To a dead Super Conqueror in what apparently was a bad position. Because Feel Me as the king of the hill, you know? E50M trying to catch that lower plate, can't catch the lower plate. Into the side of the Super Conqueror, maybe this is where you should switch to heat. Go through that. Okay, you don't need heat, you can just set him on fire. It's actually the same Super Conqueror. It is actually the we saw him get set on fire earlier. Ram 946. Can you set him 3 times and 1 can? No, okay. Oh no. That poor Super Conqueror got set on fire at the beginning of the game by Feel Me. It got set again on fire. Those are 2 automatic fire extinguishers. Yeah, that have been used. And oh my goodness, trying to go for the blind shot on the grill, thinking that the E50M will try to hold this area against the I-7 and the Jagdpanzer M100, but the E50M decides to run away. And yeah, that's what I call the 6 siege timing. But okay, going back and getting hit, I guess that E50M was trying to cheat to death 1 too many times, going for the auto aim on the Concept 5, which is kind of interesting, but it did work. So once more, trying to find the Concept 5 now. The Concept 5 fell back, unfortunately. That one didn't go through. And this game is actually looking pretty close. You know, 3 vehicles up now, but the HP difference is kind of high. But we don't know what's happening towards the east, right, with the IS-7. The E3, the 121. 1 to the Concept 5. That one actually did hit. You can see the shell disappear. Question is, did it just hit the wheels? You know, those magical, mystical wheels that just seemed to absorb everything, or did it go through the hull as well? And Feel Me is just doing whatever you need to do, you know, controlling the hill at the start, just dominating with that hero with over 6,000 damage already. That's crazy. That is crazy stuff. One more into the Concept 5, 6,600 damage, and I'm just pushing forwards, trying to clean up the mess that is the enemy team, right? Going for the stun removal into the side of the Jagdpanzer E100, a delicious shot over here, 399 damage, and yeah, this is just Sheridan. That's what you do with the Sheridan, right into the side of the Leopard. Track damage, and damage. Just do damage. This DPM is crazy. What is the Super Conqueror doing? Is it the same bot? That's the same one as earlier, and he's apparently just trying to annoy his own teammates. Okay. Let's see if Feel Me getting another shot into the Leopard. 7,800 damage already. The GW actually catches Feel Me over here, leaving him down at 394 hit points. Lucky the Super Conqueror was too busy fooling around with his teammates to actually shut down Feel Me. And yeah, just going for cheeky shots right here, trying to maximize the damage. But this is already a crazy game. I mean, go on the hill, shoot everything. Nobody was actually able to stop Feel Me after he got on the hill. Didn't get hit once. Once did not get hit. One when he tried to go on the hill right by the grill. But yeah, easy peasy win. Getting one shot into the GW100 and the artillery 261 finishing him off. So very nice game. 8,200 damage that we've seen. Might be more. Might be more. But yeah, just an awesome game by Feel Me. King of the hill, right? Push the hill. Shoot from the hill. Shoot and scoot, you know? You can't actually sit in front of the enemy and shoot. You will get spotted. Especially in a Sheridan, like I said. Awful camera rating. It's kind of like... You need to play more like a medium, I'd say, with this vehicle to maximize the performance, right? You won't have spotted light tanks, so go and out DPM everything else, I guess. But yeah, GG, well played, Feel Me. Awesome game with the Sheridan. How awesome was the game? Let's go check in the post-game stats. There we go, getting an ace tanker, obviously, for the 1,423 base XP. A patrol duty for helping the team damage at least 6 enemy vehicles. That's actually rather surprising, considering it was mostly a damage game, right? Confederate for damaging 6 enemy vehicles that were later destroyed by the Allies, and a high caliber for the 9,000 damage. Unfortunately, it's not over 9,000, right? But 9,000 is just ridiculous for a light tank. So awesome game by Feel Me over here. 34 shells fired, 26 hit, 23 penned, which is actually really surprising, the amount of pens and hits. This vehicle doesn't have the best of penetration, especially not against, you know, vehicles that he fired at, like the E3 Super Conqueror E50M. Those are vehicles that actually have very decent armor for their tier. So this is amazing, by the way. 26-23 ratio over there, 9,000 damage, 4,621 of those were from a distance of more than 300 meters. Crazy. It's sniper Sheridan. 2 hits received, 1 penned. 1 was by the artillery though, so even though it didn't pen, it still did a lot of damage. 6 vehicles spotted, 1,691 damage due to the player's assistance. So yeah, GG, well played. Even making a small profit, you know, not firing a lot of gold. Yes, did shoot at the Super Conqueror, those gold rounds, but I feel like it tried to use the APCR and the heat correctly, right? APCR when it was the lightly armored vehicles, then heat for the heavily armored vehicles. I think it was actually a pretty lovely game, getting a profit of 30,000-ish, 1,423 base XP, like we said, a chunky amount of free XP apparently, probably finished submission. But yeah, 9,000 damage with a tier 10 light tank. Just insane numbers by Feel Me over there. So GG, well played, Feel Me. Absolutely amazing game. Enjoyed every second of your King of the Hill game. So yeah, Sheridan, top of the tree. If you want to maybe try to replicate what's happened over here, even though it's kind of like a once in a lifetime type of game, right? You can do it right now. Vehicle is top of the tree. Just maximize the damage as much as you can and go and shoot people. Or you can actually use a derp gun that this vehicle has. But that is more for trolling, you know. If you want to just drive around and derp people, you can do that as well. If you want to maximize the performance, you should go with the smaller gun, the higher DPM, the more competitive type of performance of the gun. But yeah, this is it for this video. Let me know in the comments, what do you think of the Sheridan? Do you already have it? Do you want to get it now that you've seen what it can do? Maybe you actually want the WZ this time on the top of the tree? Let me know in the comments your thoughts, your opinions on things. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Stay awesome, stay safe, and hopefully I'll see you all in the next video. Enjoy life, people. Ta-tas!